The money that we earn by exporting is not even enough to cater debt service. I can clearly say that this government cannot fulfill the aspiration of the people to achieve 7 to 10% of GDP growth annually. You are required to invest 25 to 35% of GDP.
Okay.
25 to 35% of GDP is 11 to 14 billion US dollar. So far, we are not even allocating 10% of GDP in these three sectors. काम गर्ने मान्छे भन्दा काम नगर्ने मान्छेको उन्नति हुन्छ नेपालमा सरदारजी.
Do you say this because of challenges that you know have no solutions?
Bureaucratic systemलाई तर्साएर होइन. You have to get along. You have to bring them on board.
Work together.
Poorness is,
Glorified in a way.
glorified in Nepal. हामी हाइड्रो पावर बेचेर चाहिँ हामी रिच हुन्छौँ भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ म चाहिँ I don't believe.
How much would you rate your confidence to be in the budget that is coming up? What is the number that you will give? 1 or 10?
No number at all.
What is this no number? 0?
0.
Welcome to another episode of our budget special series at THT Digital. Today we're talking to a former secretary of the government of Nepal. We're talking to a former managing director of NEA and someone who likes to call himself a student of economics, not through a degree, but through his life experiences. I'd like to welcome Mr. Arjun Karki to the show.
Thank you very much.
Namaste, Azur. I hope everything is good.
Very much.
So, how excited are you about the budget that is to be announced on May 29th?
I always take budget as a very regular business.
Not something special?
I am not excited. I am not worried also. But we'll have to see it how it comes.
Are you hopeful?
I must give them a chance. Unless and until we hear what it comes in the budget,
Right.
I will not be able to make any comment.
So, you are hopeful until May 29th, and after May 29th, you might be critical.
Yes.
त्यसरी लिनु पर्यो
Yes,
हैन त हजुर?
Before talking on budget or any aspect of economy in Nepal, we need to outline the economic condition of Nepal. So let me give you some data to you.
Sure.
अब हाम्रो GDP it is around $44 billion हैन हामी त्यो भन्छौँ. We import $13 billion of stuff every year. Export is only $2 billion. And balance of payment, our economic indicators and our economic situation contradict. But the people who are sitting in the helm of affairs, they never tell this thing to people. Let me explain it. मलाई अलिकति भन्न दिनुहोस् यसमा.
हजुर.
Indicators are so rosy.
It
You
looks
see, it
really
looks
good on paper.
Really good. On, not paper, in reality.
In reality
indicators
also.
are really, really rosy. For instance, balance of payment is surplus. Current account balance is positive. Foreign exchange reserve, it caters 15 months of import. How beautiful
It
our
sounds,
indicators are. But now let me go back to the situation. Imports 13 billion, export 2 billion, debt service 2.6 billion. The money that we earn by exporting is not even enough to cater debt service. There's a deficit of 18 billion in the trade, but still we have a huge stockpile of dollars in
The banks.
the bank. So how is it has happened? यो बुझ्न एकदमै जरुरी छ.
हजुर.
एकछिन इमेजिन गरौँ, यो जति पैसा आइरहेको छ, it is because of remittance. Our youth, we have struggled in the nation itself. We have struggled to
Find opportunities.
emigrate from here.
Yes.
Who are struggling in the working place.
Yes.
They are the one who are saving our country. They are sending foreign currency that has come into the bank. We have Nepalese rupees. We exchange that and we export whatever is required for the nation. अब यहाँ यसो हेर्नुहोस् त, we earn only 2 billion. That is not enough even for the debt service. Import गर्नु छ 13 billion. If remittance was not there, you and me would not have been able to even conduct this podcast. Because all these instruments, equipment,
Equipments.
everything, we could not have arranged.
Right.
Because of that money, it is happening. Just imagine there is no remittance today. Nepal's currency is a trash in terms of export, import. So our money is money just because remittance has been so hugely remitted to our country. It is actually surviving our
Economy. In a way.
economy. So this is the how contradictory the economic indicators and economic condition of the nation. अब यहाँबाट चाहिँ अब हामीले कुरा गर्नुपर्छ.
Yes. So we started by saying we're hopeful. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. कस्तो हुँदो रहेछ आइसकेपछि बल्ल थाहा हुन्छ भन्दा. अब यो आउनुभन्दा अगाडि नै पनि if you had to give them a suggestion, even a policy change that you think will make a big difference to the current economic situation of the country, के चाहिँ रिफर्म गर है यो एउटा चाहिँ नछुट्याइकन what would you say needs focus?
अरू कन्ट्रीहरू how other countries have developed that we have to study that. त्यहाँ एउटा चाहिँ बुक छ तपाईँको चाहिँ एउटा हाम्रो इन्फोसिसको चाहिँ नन्द निलिकानी भन्ने लेख्नुभएको बुक. What he has written in that, whatever America has done in the past 15 years, if we simply do in next 15 years, our economy will boom. So what I always say off the record or when I converse with my friends, I tell them, whatever India and China has done in the past 15 years, if we can do that in coming 15 years, we'll prosper.
So not even what they're going to do, but simply what has been done and
Done.
proven.
Just copy it. Even copying requires intelligence. It requires smartness.
Skills, resources.
Skills. There we lack. This early June, we are just looking for the budget. People have a huge aspiration,
Yes.
right? If the way the people have given mandate to this
The
government,
two-third government.
this government, two-third government, it is unprecedented. People's aspiration has gone to zenith. The situation of the nation is right bottom. This government can do no wrong. This is the feelings of the people now. So, I may sound a bit pessimistic, but I can clearly say that this government cannot fulfill the aspiration of the people in the given situation. World Bank and ADB has come with the figure of less than 4% even for the next year. Our regular expenditure cannot be catered by our revenue. We are taking loans domestically,
Yes.
even to meet our regular expenses.
Yes.
Country can grow by borrowing domestically to cater the regular expenses. If you borrow money and invest in manufacturing industry, if you borrow that money and you build the physical infrastructure in technology, that's fine. Today's Nepal's debt is 40% of 45%
Yes,
of
44%.
GDP. It is not big numbers, America is 200%, Japan 300%, India is crossing 100%. But those money they have borrowed is not to pay pension, not to pay salaries, right? So they have borrowed to build the nation.
So
योबाट जानुपर्छ हामी
So
पनि.
हजुरले now to break हजुरले भन्नुभएको एकदमै सही, and to break this cycle, what is the one concrete thing that must be done? Because we have to break this
Yes,
cycle.
you know,
के चाहिँ गर्ने त हजुर?
The ground reality that we are standing today is very, very fragile, very, very weak.
Indeed.
So from here, if you want to really, leapfrog, you need to have a courage to
Take
shift.
big risks.
You have to, there has to be seismic repercussion, You must take risk for that. So for instance, I give you some example, If you look back to other country of, say, Southeast Asia or India or China, after Second World War, no country has developed on their own resources. All countries have developed by foreign direct investment. This fact has to be accepted. right? Nepal is not naturally blessed country. We don't have minerals. We don't have rare earths. We don't have fossil fuels. All we have is water. And even this water is, sometimes it is a cost for the nation. Sometimes it is a boon, okay? So this has to be understood. So we are the country who is actually lacking in natural resources. So only thing that we can do is we bring money from outside.
So to break the cycle, you say industrialization is very important and also bringing FDIs. So
Yes.
foreign investment needs to be there.
म नेपालको कन्टेक्स्टमा सानो एक्जाम्पल दिन्छु तपाईँलाई होइन बाई द बुक्स रिटन बाई अल नोबेल लरेट एन्ड अल टु achieve 7 to 10% of GDP growth annually, you are required to invest 25 to 35% of GDP in 3 sectors:
Okay.
infrastructure, manufacturing industry, and technology. So 25 to 35% of GDP is 11 to 14 billion US dollar. So far we are not even allocating 10% of GDP in these 3 sectors. And that too, we cannot expand it.
And complete.
We complete it. So it is in really, really pathetic situation, you know. So there has to be a great reform in making bureaucrat work. You know, sense of agency has to be changed.
Definitely.
So त्यो गर्नको लागि चाहिँ अब bureaucratic systemलाई तर्साएर होइन. You have to get along.
Right.
You have to bring them on board.
Work
together.
यसो हामीले डेटा हेर्ने हो भने पनि about 2.9 trillion in unpaid contractor bills pending छ भने नेपालको. At the same time, Nepal and the government has also announced new pride projects होइन. अब यो बजेट ब्यालेन्स चाहिँ कसरी गर्ने त अब अनाउन्समेन्ट नयाँ प्रोजेक्ट्सको पनि भइरहेछ तिर्नुपर्ने बाँकी पनि धेरै छ अब यो अगेन अर्को साइकल छ होइन वाइ इज इट इम्पोर्टेन्ट फर अस टु गेट दिस ब्यालेन्स राइट
यो आफ्नो रेभिन्यूबाट त हामीले इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चरमा खर्च गर्न सक्ने हाम्रो
स्थिति
नै छैन. सो वाट एभर इज बिङ इन्भेस्टेड इट इज इन्भेस्टेड थ्रु the World Bank, ADB,
Development agencies.
Exim Bank of India, China and all. But those projects, in my experience, is supply driven. For instance, Pokhara Airport, Lumbini Airport.
Not demand driven.
It's not demand driven. Even sovereign nation is being deprived of having a project of his or her choice. So यो कन्टेक्स्टलाई बुझ्नु जरुरी छ. यो कन्टेक्स्टलाई बुझेपछि अनि गभर्मेन्ट चाहिँ कसरी फर्म हुने, कसरी करेजियस हुने, कसरी भिजनरी हुने, इट कम्स फ्रम द्याट. Foremost thing is this, that Nepal, this budget must come with provisions, policies to attract foreign investment. At the same time, in the history of Nepal, the interest rates had gone below 3% in this country.
Yes.
It has never happened in the past.
And
it
yet,
is lesser than in America, can you imagine?
right. And yet nobody is taking
nobody
it.
is taking this. Why? So government has to look into itself first.
Right.
Why has it happened so?
So let's tackle the first part, हजुरले भन्नुभएको जस्तै, where you yourself has worked with many international contractors, foreign investors. So if you had to identify and mention 2 sectors that you sure shot believe Nepal can attract a significant, not little, but a significant foreign investment in the next 5 to 10 years, what are the 2 sectors you would say?
One is manufacturing industries. I'll give you one example. Out of this 13 billion input that we make every year,
Yes.
most of the things are consumer goods, which can be easily produced in Nepal, as the government is courageous enough to provide all the concessions that is required to be provided to the industrialist.
Okay.
And one thing, the mindset of the people also required to be changed, Sardaji. Becoming rich is not taken very, very happily in Nepal. Poorness is
Glorified in a way.
glorified in Nepal. So this mindset has to be changed. The money that is in the bank, if I'm given an opportunity or if I'm asked how you going to get that money into the industry of Nepal, I'll give you a simple example. तपाईसँग लिस्ट अफ द इम्पोर्ट गुड्स छ माग्नुस् भन्सारबाट there are certain goods which are easily produced in Nepal. You identify those goods. कुनै पनि goods which cost or which valued more than 1 billion rupees. So 1 billion rupees turnover is a very attractive manufacturing industry for anyone. For instance, say sanitary pad or say diapers.
There are so many things. Toothpicks,
Those could be of
fruits,
1 billion
flowers.
rupees. Okay? Then you bring the industrialists in the room, in the boardroom and ask them, each of you are required to establish manufacturing industries of these items. We have the money. What are the concessions you want? Tell me now, I'll give you in 24 hours. Then provide them land, provide them dedicated feeder of the electricity,
Yes.
let them have a duty-free of machine
But
import.
this conversation, Hazur, it's not something that hasn't happened, Nita. It has happened, and the private sector sort of keeps telling the government that we have asked for these demands.
But government has never offered this kind of concession, There is a kind of a very negative impression or negative thought in our society. If any bureaucrat or politician make a decision to exempt 10 years of income tax to any industrialist, there would be a kind of news in the media next day, so and so deal has made
Exactly.
and the country has been deprived of income tax. If you go to India or if you go to China, if you look into the policy they have actually adopted, the policies they have actually implemented,
There are
you
many
see
allocated
all these kind of
locations.
things, So foreign direct investment has to also be offered the same kind of concessions.
Yes.
Otherwise, who do they come,
Why
why do they come?
Yeah.
तपाईँलाई म यो पिपुलको एस्पिरेसन, गभर्मेन्टको चाहिँ प्लेजिङ एन्ड द रियालिटी, दुईटा मात्रै example, I'll give you 2 examples. This government is also not very keen on telling the fact what they can do and what they want to make a kind of a slogan. They have now and again said that they are going to make our economy of $100 billion in 5 years' times. Have they calculated what would be or what should be the growth rate annually in next 5 years? It comes around 18%. Has anyone ever seen or studied in the whole world, in the past or present, has any country acquired that type of a growth in reality?
So will you say that is being overly optimistic or being foolish?
It is ludicrous. It's laughable. You see? Even 7% for 7% growth, my country requires $11 billion to invest in manufacturing industry, infrastructure, and technology. We will not be able to manage that much of sum in this budget that can actually bring about 7% of growth. So World Bank and ADB has already declared that our growth will be less than 4% in the next year. Let's say government would do miracles, so it may go to 5.5% or 6%. Even to get 7% of growth in GDP is highly, highly unlikely. In my opinion, I wish I would be wrong.
You would be wrong, yes. I was about to ask. At least I hope you're hopeful that you're proven wrong, and then through luck through miracles, through hard work, through change in policies, implementation of those policies and programs, do we actually, and taking risks, investing in the right industries, investing in the right people, the right sectors. We really hope that I think we change, because it's high time Nepal has to, break free from this vicious cycle and also tap into its true potential.
True.
One being hydropower, हजुरले आफै पनि you've spent your career building Nepal's energy base, and we do still import during dry season
Yes.
to the same country that
Yes,
we
yes, yes.
export. What do you think are some of the specific things that this budget must include to take care of this
Hydropower
truly
sector.
important sector for Nepal?
When I was a student, when I started my career, I always thought that hydropower could be a
The answer to all
answer
problems.
to all problems, and that's what it has been
Portrayed as also.
portrayed also.
Yes.
But I had an opportunity to work into it by myself.
Yes.
I saw it.
You've seen the ground
I have seen the
reality.
ground reality. I have tried. The credit goes to me if I can say that Upper Tamakosi project was realized
During
during my tenure because of my kind of leadership at that time. No one thought Tamakosi could be built by our own national resources. We did it. It was in my time that we built Nepal Indo cross-border transmission line. That is the only lifeline for us to export and import the power. I have seen all these things, right? I have seen Upper Trisuli 60 megawatt. One day we'll have a separate podcast
on this.
on this. How our political system and bureaucracy system work. Really, we can go into it one day. It will be a very interesting podcast. I have seen that, right? But after working there in the ministry, in NEA, and myself doing research and study, I have given hope that we will never be becoming rich or prosper by selling our electricity to India. Never.
This is a fact.
This is
you
the
say.
fact. This is the fact.
Nothing
It
can
may
change
sound.
this.
It may sound very, very, very
Pessimistic.
pessimistic. It may sound, that I have become a kind of anti-hydropower promoter or something like that. But the fact of the matter, हामी हाइड्रोपावर बेचेर चाहिँ हामी रिच हुन्छु भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ म चाहिँ I don't believe.
Do you say this because of challenges that have no solutions?
There are two reasons of it. One is our hydropower is very, very expensive to build. India is the only country that we can actually export our electricity. People talk about having connectivity to China, Bangladesh, and all. This is to demonstrate. It will be only demos.
No business.
No business. This India has 400,000 megawatt of electricity capacity installed. If we sell 10%, 10,000 megawatt, it becomes 3-4% of their
Total
capacity. What does it make difference to them if we sell them or if we don't sell them? Our electricity is a commodity, but not it is a must for India. India may buy our hydropower 1,000 megawatt, 2,000 megawatt per year or 3,000-4,000. That is a good gesture. That is good for us. But that only comes from the gesture, not by
Necessity.
need, not by necessity. So it has to be understood, one thing. Now, government has come with 10,000 megawatt, 30,000 megawatt in 10 years, something like that, recently. Have they ever calculated the sum of the money that is required to develop
Build
that much
that.
of hydropower projects? So this kind of very lighter things, to make things interesting to talk about, will not lead your nation to the prosperity. You got to be very, very practical. Hydropower is required for our country, for our industry, for our consumers, for our technology, for our construction business. It is a necessity energy for us. So we'll have to focus how we are going to get or how we are going to become self-reliant on energy. That has to be our focus. For that, foremost thing is that we must build storage project first. We can hold off
Constructing new.
other projects, we can hold off this run-of-the-river projects, which generates electricity of the installed capacity for 3 months only. Then rest of the year, it is in the deficit. It produces sometimes only 25% of the capacity. So 75% of the capacity is always required or fulfilled by storage project, where you can actually reserve the rainwater, then use in the dry season. So that kind of project, unless and until we build our self-reliance, pride will not meet.
So you'll say hydropower is a very powerful sector, but that the energy and the focus needs to be in making sure that the country is
Country
self-reliant
consumes it.
and the country consumes it. So maybe in industries, in manufacturing, in
Yes,
other construction projects.
exactly.
So यस्तोमा नै
Yes,
चाहिँ
yes, yes,
हामी
yes.
self-reliant हुनु पर्यो.
Transportation. अब हामी रेलवेको कुरा गर्छौँ क्या होइन, कहिले काहीँ स्टेसन, इट विल नेभर बिकम फिजिबल. संसारमा काहीँ तपाईँको चाहिँ 1000 किलोमिटर लाइन इन अ पपुलेसन अफ नेपाल will become feasible? Never. तर एकछिन इमेजिन गर्नुहोस् त, if we can connect Assam to Delhi through Nepal, to have a collaboration with India. Assam Northeast people, they have to travel to India, to capital for business, for political reason, for
Any purpose.
any purpose. They have to detour a long distance. But if you connect Northeast to Delhi through Nepal, imagine the viability of that railway line will be unprecedented. That railway line surpass income to any railway line in India. त्यो खालको vision लिएर काम गर्न सक्नु पर्यो. But we don't have money to do that. So that has to come from the foreign investment. That too from India itself. तपाईले चुच्चे नक्साको फोटो पछाडि राखेर you don't get anything, you don't gain anything. त्यो हाम्रो हो, थाहा छ. तर प्र्याक्टिकली बनाउनको लागि चाहिँ त्यसलाई प्र्याक्टिकली तपाईले आफ्नो बनाउनको लागि चाहिँ to make that part yours, nation's part. It doesn't come by placing a picture of that Chuche Naksha behind your office. No. It comes through dialogue. It comes through dialogue. If requires, you got to be imploring. You got to be beseeching inside the meeting hall. Though you may portray yourself equal partner outside, but inside the room, meeting one-to-one with Modi, if I were there, I would have, I don't use that words, but I would have beseeched, I would have implored, I would have kneeled down
to make sure that
that that project comes. So and the part of the nation that we claim, if it is proven, it is by our facts, history, we can get that. Not by just being demagogue, just by political slogan. No. You are in the losing side, for sure.
So it always has to, actions always have to show, and collaboration, cooperation ले गर्दा यदि greater good हुन्छ भने त्यसमा चाहिँ नि बढी फोकस हुनु
I'll
पर्यो.
give you one example. We should not be behaving that way, or we should not be kneeling down that way. Canadian Prime Minister was mocked in the Oval Office. Still, he had a smile with Trump, because Canada knows that they can sustain their prosperity having friendship with America.
The
You see?
export and the import
Exactly.
and the relationship
See,
that is built.
British Prime Minister is mocked in the Oval Office. At least Nepalese politicians, Nepali Prime Minister are always accepted and welcomed with full dignity as an equal partner by our neighbors for both sides. We have been never mocked. Rather, we make nonsense, slogans sometimes which is not warranted. But we have never been belittled by their action, but we feel belittled by our own action. So this is the fact of the matter.
Having having been sandwiched between two prospering economies above us, below us, I think it will be smart of Nepal to definitely collaborate
With them.
cooperate with them,
yes,
and make sure that FDIs are coming in through.
Yes, yes.
Mostly our neighbors. Right?
Treat them as a big brother. I don't mind. Treat them as a big brother.
So that can also be and should be a big aspect of
Yes.
this upcoming budget, plans, programs, policies. Also, as we've come towards the end of our conversation, just a final question I want to ask. हामीले अलिकति पेसिमिस्टिक हुने अप्टिमिस्टिक हुनेको बारेमा त कुरा गरिहाल्यौँ, बट इफ वान वाज डिपली पेसिमिस्टिक एन्ड 10 हाइली अप्टिमिस्टिक, what would you rate, or how much would you rate your confidence to be in the budget that is coming up? We haven't looked at the numbers yet,
I
but
don't give more than 50%.
so 5
5 out of 10.
$100 billion को इकोनोमी हुन्छ भन्नेमा चाहिँ 1 out of 10 मा
Oh, that is never happened in 5 years.
what is the number that you will give? 1 or 10?
No number at all.
What is
No-
this
no
no
number
number?
at all.
0?
Zero. Never.
Not possible
Never.
at all.
Never. Not possible at all. Never.
But you still hope that you will be
It
proved
has to
wrong?
be done by Almighty only. Human endeavor will never make our economy 100 billion in 5 years' times.
Okay.
One, if you have a time, let me add a small thing on it. The situation in the whole world is very fragile, very precarious. Okay? Overnight, India fell back to 6th largest economy from 4th largest economy. India's economy itself is a very, very strong economy. The economist has actually forecasted that India will be the 2nd largest economy by 2040 plus, okay, or 50. The strong economy is almost collapsed, falling from 4th to 6th, just by one war, not full-fledged war, in Gulf. So this reality has to be observed
And taken into
taken
consideration.
into consideration. And here, if you go into some newspaper, or if you talk with some demagogue politicians, they always claim that this Indian rupees, Nepalese rupees pegging has to be demolished. Our currency has to be made independent, so and so forth. This is the most stupid thing to do if we ever attempt to do this. Can you imagine one of the strongest economy in the world, which has 7% growth in the present context? No country has growth other than India. That country's currency has inflated, devalued, and the country made 6th position from 4th position. Can you imagine what would happen to Nepali currency?
If we were
I would not be surprised. On pegged Nepali currency, the Indian currency, our currency worth 300 per dollar. So in that sense, our economy in terms of Nepali, 100 billion ko huncha, dollar ko huncha. For instance, 3 months ago, Nepali rupees ma we were 50 billion, 50 kharab, trillion.
हजुर
When this dollar
increased.
increased, हामी 60-70 मा पुगिसक्यौँ. This way, हाम्रो 100 खरबको
होला
होला नेपालीले मल्टिप्लाई गरेर, in terms of dollar, I'm very, very sorry to say that we are never going to attain 100 billion economy in 5 years' time.
Just to make sure that we are ending on a positive note, होइन? One thing that you are hopeful about of the plans, policies that this government has announced for the economic growth of the country. What are you hopeful about? यो गर्यो भने चाहिँ this is
budget मा?
possible. हजुर. Yes.
Only one thing, if they really want to make happen, make sure that the money stockpile in the bank has to be borrowed by the industrialist. If required, government can borrow from the public even much more and invest through the industrialist, and make sure that you give all the concessions they demand. But you can analyze whether that demand is really worth or justifiable.
Right.
That is, the decision is on your table. But sit with them, whatever they ask. Duty-free, custom duty-free, income tax holiday for 10 years. Only thing you got to impose is make sure that employees are Nepalese. That's it.
So investing in the right areas,
Right area.
right industries.
That is manufacturing industries.
Okay.
Unless and until you invest in manufacturing industries, you cannot grow. You cannot grow.
All right. Thank you very much, Arjun Karki. Sirलाई हामी धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छौँ. Thank you very much for sitting down with us and for having this conversation on the various aspects of what can we look forward to, what is impossible, and what has challenges and what can be overcome as well.
Thank you very much for having me. मलाई पनि खुसी लाग्यो. I really wanted to share my views, and given the opportunity, I'm really thankful to you and your team.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.